of the night. I think. Hold on. Is this working? Tap, tap. There we go. All right.
Tell us, world, universe, galaxy, space, if you can hear us.
Especially while I'm loading the game.
During this, the loading screen.
Oh, I kept the cursor to the side. All right. I forgot. It's been a hell of a 2 weeks, hasn't it been?
Boy, has it.
Ugh. All right. Well, Grant and I survived the deep freeze, if only barely, and so now we're back. We're still at. Well, let time tick forward just a bit so the game remembers just what the hell's going on. There we go. All right. So, still at war with the Tronzar. You know, still in the Great Galactic War, which, if memory serves, pretty much involves 2/3 of the galaxy. The sovereignty and the alignment kept their noses out of it.
Good, good, good.
But we are technically losing because our allies suck. As we can see, the Tronzar have picked away a good portion of the authority and the Raxicodum. That can't be how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's just a drug.
Raxicodium. There's an I there.
The Raxicodium Coalition, they've taken a big chunk out of our allies, but...
Big oxy.
Yeah. But fortunately, it does mean they've been ignoring most of our movements down here. So aside from the unfortunate loss of Laboon, which I'm going to track up to administrator error.
We will mourn Laboon.
Well, we will mourn him by building a giant death laser that's going to blow something up. I'm not sure what yet.
It's what we call a German funeral. Bring in a giant laser to celebrate your life.
Alright, so I think that is still currently being built in the home system. Oh boy, yeah, that's going to take a few years. We'll have to make sure our allies don't force a peace settlement before it's built. But in the meantime, let me just quickly fix what's going on here at the home front.
When it comes to future warfare, there's the rule of fun and cool, where it's like, look, I know we all established peace and signed the treaty, but we just built this death laser, and we're gonna have to use it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really make it a museum yet. Charging admission just feels like an insult. Especially when we name it the Despater class. Or Despotter. I've actually never heard it spoken, just read it.
Despater. Also, thank you everybody who's showing up and subbing in the chat. We got King Jader with their Prime sub of 46 months. Thank you very much. Master Rage, Tucker White 94, Dandesto, Phoenician Ultimatum. Thank you guys so much for showing up. And I recognize many of those names as people having a name on our big ol' list of names for ships, fleets, planets, systems, colonies, and sectors. So if you're a sub, you can get in on that fun. And that's going to be a bunch of you because Vamp Planet 419 just threw in 10 gifted subs. Thank you and welcome everybody who came along for that fun journey.
Thank you, Vamp Planet, once again.
Yes,
Let's check to see how the Vampire Planet's going.
How's it going on Vamp Planet?
Let's see. Just have to remember where I put it. It was somewhere over here. There we go. It's got some good trade value. There's some unemployment. Gonna have to fix that.
Get them their gerbs.
But you know, Grant, it's been a while since we talked. What's been going on with you? I saw your tweet earlier about the Texas weather flipping between freezing and 70 degrees.
Do not miss the super cold weather at all. Current dealings, my mind has been mostly occupied. We've recently acquired a rodent problem during all of this winter stuff
Oh
at the
no.
house. And that has been, oh, just playing nightmares with my anxiety, walking in a door and just bracing myself, being like, am I going to see a big old rat in here today? Is this... Because I've seen them walking around the human areas. I know they're here. I know
Ugh.
they're inside. And so it's just this, like, we're trying to figure out the way to deal with this. We're contacting different pest companies and seeing what we need to do. But boy, don't leave food out, people. It turns out that's a big problem. Don't do that ever.
Oh, you think with how many pets you have at that place? Oh, you got Blue.
Tyler's adopted 2 dogs now, but he kind of mostly keeps them in his room, and so they aren't eating, I think, or scaring away enough of the wildlife. We used to have a cat that roamed around our downstairs, but since the dogs came along, Phoenix has been keeping his cats upstairs, and I think that's made the rodents a little bit more brave.
All the pets have gotten isolated. That's when you get them running amok.
A spaceport has been lost to the other side.
Okay, so it looks like they are. It looks like we're gonna have to focus again on the Tronzaru front here. We've got the Morbid Swarm coming in to try and avenge. Yeah, we've got a bit of a regroup going over here at Genova, but we're gonna have to focus back on the hentai. I'm gonna call this the hentai front.
Our sex positive theater of war.
Yeah, because the thing is, I mean, the problem is, it's a wide front. We have the fleet power to kind of come and sock them right in the face, but if they try and lock down a single direction, they're gonna beat us. So like we can move all of our forces from Vampdor to Uxplorix, but then they just come down to Hentai, and we keep having to play this balancing act.
Just kind of bouncing between stuff.
Oh, speaking of that's a terrible segue, but Ninja Chimp, thank you for the 1,000 bits, and Van Planet, thank you for the 1,695 bits, if I'm counting those right.
I believe so, and also just to make sure we also catch him, Tuckendorf briefly before Ninja Chimp with 1,500 bits. So yes, thank you very much, all you guys, Tuckendorf, Ninja Chimp, and Vamp Planet. Very, very much appreciated.
All right, so I think what we're doing here, man, two weeks away from this was too long. I should have checked in when I had power. So we've gotten all of the colonies here, but I don't think the army we have here is strong enough to contest Fraction, because that one's been throwing off a whole lot of our armies. Yeah, no, that one's pretty powerful. We're gonna need some robot soldiers. Which is what we've been building up here at Bloodbath and Beyond. Perfect. All right, so let's have you guys meet up at Buffet. And suddenly all these system names are becoming very relevant.
Yes. Turns out this is where we will dine.
See, now, yep, they're running for the back door. But if I have... Yeah, and these 2 fleets alone aren't powerful enough to fight them off. How tiresome.
Pathetic warriors thinking they can challenge us.
Alright, so one of our... the Morbid Swarm is almost powerful enough to fight it on its own. So I might have them head back that way. Meanwhile, Bloody Feast will hold Aldebaran. Maybe push them all the way to Ishnor. Compare these terrible system names to Spawn Stars, Buffet, Electrical Room. So clear. Oh no! Okay, good. So that didn't go horrifically poorly. Yeah, they're not the strongest though. I should have pulled them back. Don't I have anything else coming into the system, though? Almost. Ugh. The Red Cross blood drive shouldn't have been there. I should have pulled them back.
It's one thing you can always say about the Red Cross. They're just always going just a little further than they know they're capable of.
Well, luckily, oh no, they came back too. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. This is not going well.
Time out.
Yeah,
Pause
if you
the
just
war.
keep trickling in like this, it's not gonna go well.
This
Linebacker.
isn't fair.
Yeah, the linebackers are already engaged. Crap. The Highwind fleet is almost there, and they're powerful enough to beat both of them. But what a waste. I should have. That was very clumsy on my part. Now this is just going to be a bunch of fleets trickling in and losing.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits, sending them in memory of their grandmother. Thanking us for being here and cheering them up. And you're welcome. I hope everything's okay.
Glad we can provide some happy times in these. I'm sorry. I'm watching 3 fleets just run themselves at brick walls fried my brain. All right. So Highwind Fleet was able to redeem us there, and it looks like. Oh, hello. Insulting the Skekdukes on. Ugh, did we make the shrimp cocktail joke in front of the Skekdukes again? It appears that a mischievous third party was able to hack into the translation software of the Skekdukes envoy to Earth, Ukni, so that instead of uttering magnanimous platitudes, he began spewing vicious insults that left none unscathed. Oh, it was the shrimp making fun of the vampires.
Well.
I don't think things went well for that shrimp. Alright. The malfunction was duly discovered, but not before the Kaiserin was declared to be a vile beast. Oh dear. Well, we can't let that stand, even if it was unintentional, so we're taking that influence, please.
How dare you? Why can't you be upstanding, good members of society, like Son of Iron, who just threw us 300 bits, saying it's their first time catching a live stream? Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Let's have our dragon bombard a planet. You go, Al.
Go and face them.
Nope, don't do that. Stop. I didn't know they actually had a fleet worth something over here. I said pause! Don't you pull that shit on me.
Don't you move!
Don't let time move without my decree. Alright, well that's a problem. I was originally hoping the... Yeah, okay, you know what? Morbid Swarm, fall back. You're powerful enough to hold the system. You go take Valinus. And... I think that's it.
True Paranox saying, don't forget the head of Zarklon for an instant fleet. Can we summon the...
We might not actually have the influence for it, unfortunately. Let me check. It's already been activated.
Well then, there we go.
But we do have the influence for it in case we activate it again. So where are those fleets? Did I merge them? I did not. Can I?
Where did they go?
I can. Okay. Yeah, so they're holding system face for us in case the Trade Association decides to use it again. Do they still have control of the other side? They do. In fact, I wonder if it might be worth being a bit offensive here. Going on the offensive.
Germans are no stranger to being offensive.
Yeah, so we'll have actually the Pilgrims go to the other side and try and hold down that fort. We'll have to keep an eye on this fleet, though, in case it tries to attack us. Whoop.
Oh.
Game?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, okay, they just declared peace. The game had to chug there for a second and understand what we were doing. Okay, so unfortunately, long before our planet killer was ready, our allies had enough, and so they settled for a status quo peace. It looks like the Tronzaru... Actually, why am I looking at this? I can just look at the map. So we got a bit of headway. We managed to close this giant bulge in our border. We didn't claim the colony, so this is a problem. That stinks. Yeah, we were trying to collapse the border we had with them up to here, but that didn't work. But hey, we got a colony out of it, at least one of them.
That's good.
Let's see here. So The Empire, the Eternal Empire, definitely did well in this war, but it looks like both our allies did not. Oh, that hurts. Look at that. The Authority's got a tumor in it.
Just a nice little chunk taken out.
But it looks like the Coalition. I'm not. I think they lost some systems down here because yeah, they used to have this whole bit, but. Oh, yeah, no, this is... We definitely made the poor choices in alliances, because they were powerful when the game was young, but now they've both become quite unappealing. Ugh, and the Tronzaru now have superior fleet power, no doubt reflecting the fact that they've crushed 3 of our fleets. Alright, well... Call the Highwind back. We got a few starports we need to get rid of. Of all the systems, I'm sad we didn't grab this. This was one because this is going to be something they're gonna fortify and mess with.
Be a good strategic location.
Yeah.
Also, don't mind me if I'm a little quiet, getting some names thrown on the list, making sure they're there. That kind of stuff. Clerical work, if you will.
Oh, well, you know, while you're looking at the list,
Things I'll inevitably make mistakes on if I'm talking. Anyway, what?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but it looks like we do have we have 1 new colony and at least 3 new systems for names.
Well, I've got names lined up for you if you want to hear them.
Yeah, let's start with system names.
All right, the first system name we have is, thank you, Parzival, for sending this. We've got Primus, Primus.
All right, Primus.
The Primus system. Next up, from Cosborn 357, we've got Rabanastre. Rabanastre.
All right.
Rabanastre.
All right, we got that one, and we have this one.
This one will be from Tenebris Dumplin. We've got Alpha space Chatatarius. So I'll spell that for you if you want it.
Let me see if I can guess it. Chat. Okay. Does it have 2 T's where the chat ends?
It is Chaditarius.
Oh, Chaditarius.
Yes, but it does have 2 T's right next to each other somewhere.
Oh, okay, so is it like this?
There we go. You got it.
All right. And we have that one. And so it's, yeah, these 2 systems. All right, Trinitar.
All right, another system. This one is Mr. Steak's Garden.
Is it MR or Mr. fully spelled out?
MR. And Steak is Stake. Yes.
All right.
And that was from Cody with a K.
All right. One more system.
One more system. We have the Sniddies system. Sniddies.
D's instead of T's. Like that?
Yes.
I know where that's from. All right, and then I think it's this system, and how many colonies are in here? Okay, there's 2. So I need 3 colony names.
3 colony names. Well, the first colony name we have is the Meandering Rodent from D-Loft 002.
All right, just got. I think it just fit.
Perfect.
All right.
This name was given to us by Lincoln Shark. That is Vamp Sylvania. VampSilvania.
It's I, not Y in the middle?
It is I in the version they gave us.
Okay.
But if you want to go for the more traditional spelling, I won't challenge.
I won't begrudge a sub's choice of spelling. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
All right, and there's 1 colony in the system? Yes, all right. So 1 more name.
This colony, courtesy of Vamp Planet 419, is Minas Morgul. Minas space Morgul.
Oh, so no H. Okay.
No H.
The Tolkien in me would be very ashamed of that poor spelling on my part. Hey, and it's a tomb world. How fitting.
Perfect. And just so everybody knows, we are now running low on system names and colony names after that big brush of naming. So if you've got names and you've got a sub, and you don't believe you've already got a name somewhere on this list, please sound off and let me know.
Do we happen to actually already have a sector name in the docket?
We do have sector names. We've actually got quite a few sector names now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make one since we now have 2 colonies on this side. So this will be kind of this will be the sector that kind of absorbs some of the Transaru if we go to war with them again. So let's see. Is another one justified? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be a pretty big one, but I don't want to put it there. I'd rather put it here, buffet. So yeah, just one sector name for now.
One sector name coming right up. We've got Jubberwocky's sector name, Happiness and Suck.
Like that?
Yep.
All right.
People were leaving sector in the name, so it's technically the Happiness and Suck sector, but I feel like that is implied and fine.
Oh, interesting little indent there. You'd think they put this here.
Yeah, he'd maybe move that. Oh well.
Terrorizing Terror not even using half of our naval capacity at the moment. That's because, like, 3 of our fleets have been destroyed. So, we're gonna have to spend some time rebuilding before we can start boasting our military might again. Oh boy, that's a whole lot of unemployment.
Woo!
What the heck did you guys put here that led to this? Alright, hold on. It's actually probably too many city districts, but I'm desperate.
Also, thank you, Dan Desto, for 500 bits saying, "May the memory of Laboon never die." I agree. And Jubberwocky would like to know, how many bits will it take for Quinn to open diplomatic relations with Magar? They're strong, and we have common enemies.
Do we? Hold on. Because I may do it for free. Well, it's not like they hate us. Let's see, and how powerful are they? Oh, well, they're the only one of our potential allies that actually are stronger than us, at least as far as this rating board goes. Ugh, yeah, the authority should probably be dropped off the list at this point if this is what they're boasting.
If this is all they have to offer.
Well, I've got a whole bunch of planets to clean up before I start making time go forward and getting diplomatic ties. So if anyone has maybe like a TFS cleans house question, now's the time. Because there's not going to be much interesting things to look at while I'm just trying to clean up these new colonies.
Really quickly combing through messages people were atting me during the readings and stuff, getting some more names and confirmations on stuff people have, so might be a little distracted for a second.
That one's specifically for you, Grant, so I'll let that one sit there. Any new Among Us streams coming anytime soon? We are taking a break from Among Us. It was getting kind of stale for us, especially since, you know, some people were getting, well, I mean, I feel like I was starting to just come up with like criminal profiles for everybody, so it was getting harder for people. So I think we're gonna give it a break till at least we can come back with when it comes back with a new map.
I can't say what are you talking about with everyone in the room suddenly staring at me and thinking I'm hiding something.
Alright, so that's all the ship work now. Those are just colonies.
Just so much to keep track of.
No, sorry. I'm trying to keep looking at chat. Let's see. Kikator asking, what would you say is the thing that most surprised you when you started working with TFS post-law school? Wow, what can I say that isn't a breach of confidentiality? Oh no. I thought I had a good answer for this, but I keep running into something that's like, should I say that? No, I probably shouldn't say that. So I guess I have to say I'm gonna have to turn the question down.
Nothing you can tell him.
Have either of you watched the Daft Punk anime Interstellar 55? Yes, Mistress Bird. So, I actually, I may actually sound a bit naughty when I bring this up, but I actually used to frequent Toonami Aftermath a lot, which is a streaming service, not a streaming service, it's on, I think, like, Justin TV or whatever, one of the lesser streams.
Oh, yes, I do know, I remember that, yes.
Yeah, and so essentially it's like a 24/7 hour Toonami block. I think they kind of skirt by offending people by playing stuff that's so old no one really cares. But one of the things they do every Saturday night is play Interstellar 555. And it was such a ritual. I remember back watching it when it was in undergrad. I was like there in the chat, quoting the song. That was the one time you could actually spam stuff in chat. And then eventually I just kind of grew out of it. But yes, I've seen that, and I've seen it a lot.
I know I watched it, but it was like in like high school maybe. It was definitely a while ago. So I have not seen it recently enough to really have any thoughts on it other than remembering that I thought it was cool.
How do we have negative 19 available jobs? Is the planet just... Oh my gosh, we're purging the robots. I think... Why are we purging? Oh yeah, apparently we do not like the Transaru in our empire. Yeah, they're undesirables. We're just killing them.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if I should change that. If you could elevate one piece of sci-fi to Star Wars, Star Trek popularity, what would it be and why? Gosh. Man, I'm a fan of a lot of sci-fi, but I'm not sure which franchise would benefit from having that kind of popularity. Like, for example, I just finished watching the last season of The Expanse. Well, latest season of The Expanse. It's got one more in the pipe. And I really like that show. I am not sure what it would accomplish if it had the kind of popularity that Star Wars, Star Trek had. So then I would go with Battlestar Galactica. But I feel like you can only really tell one... That's not a universe. That's just kind of one singular story. So... I'd kind of fall back on Mass Effect, but every single time I think about Mass Effect, I just get incredibly mad about how poorly that franchise has been treated by its owner. So, well, granted, Star Wars over there in the glass house, that's thoroughly collapsed. So, you know what? I'll settle for Mass Effect. I think that having the kind of franchise, that universe has great franchise potential, but has been shitting the bed a lot, which, honestly, both Star Wars and Star Trek have had their fair share of.
For me, my favorite sci-fi thing that I think it got plenty of shine, honestly, but would love to see a newer resurgence. Animorphs is great, super fun, kid sci-fi stuff. that doesn't pull punches when they're like, oh, by the way, these kids are, secret soldiers in a literal real war that is going to have repercussions. And, maybe some moral gray areas for children to have to deal with. And, I thought that was actually something as a kid that I had never really thought about or considered. I'd never really had my media go, just because these things are evil doesn't suddenly mean we can decide we're going to execute all of them and just think everyone's going to be cool with that. And stuff like that for a 13-year-old to think about was pretty groundbreaking for me.
Yeah, there's always that kind of good youth fiction that isn't rote. Like, it's so hard to say this is what youth science fiction is. I mean, not youth fiction, but it's always, whatever gets a movie deal is always the most basic blah.
Yeah.
You give me the concept and I can pretty much sketch out where the entire series is going.
It's either that or it, like, has exactly one big poignant moral point it's trying to make. Like, it is, like, it will have one very clear, obvious message that everything is a clear allegory for.
Yeah. My gosh, honestly, I didn't think we'd honestly start purging all the Tronzaru, so I'm not entirely sure where to start with balancing all these colonies. Because so many of them have just, like, I keep coming back to the meandering rodent with the 79 now, but the massive amount of unemployment. Everyone's a criminal. How did it happen? How did you get this bad?
The war didn't make jobs like we thought it would.
Well, it did, but then the vampires moved in and decided they did not like the robot squids. I kind of want to just purge all of them like that, so I have all this. I need all this room. All right, let's see. Can I
feed our military?
Yeah, hypothetically, could I change them to just slaves? Oh yeah, no, that's either they're in or they're out. All right, yeah, no. So the robot squids are a no-go for our empire.
Well, look, do we really need a good working relationship with the Tronzaru? Can we just kick their people out?
Honestly, if purging them didn't cause such a massive administrative headache, I would purge them. But we have unemployment on pretty much all of our planets. So trying to reshift everything back over is going to be a massive headache.
Bompa suggests that we start doing the purple stuff in the galactic community down to greater than ourselves. It gives you an edict that allows your pops to automatically move around to free jobs.
Okay, let's see. Can I force the issue on that?
Has sounded like a problem. Maybe that's a direction we could look at.
Alright, which one of these is it? Oh, well, that's the next one up.
Well, perfect.
Unlocks the edict that encourages unemployed worker and simple drone pops to voluntarily resettle themselves to suitable planets with jobs and housing within our empire. Basic subsistence and stratified economy living standards are banned. Oh, hello. Chattel slavery, livestock, and grid. Okay, so they're but the problem is a good portion of our empire is chattel slaves, so we'd actually be having to change our slave types. They become indentured servants, I believe.
Then never mind.
That being said, this may still be worth trying. Because, like, aside from the Lavis people who I've been punishing for creating the Dio's World sub-nation, we don't have many chattel slaves. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and push for this because I'm looking at every single planet we've got, and it's like, I don't know where to even start fixing your problems now. Let's see. 5-year plan is an active resolution. Is it not? It's been proposed. Okay, so what I could do, support, and then can I go ahead and push the issue? Wait, we're not voting. Why can't I push this up? Wait, what the hell? Wait, when did we change the council size?
Didn't we vote for that a while ago? Weren't we in favor of that? But we were assuming, I think, we'd still be in it.
Maybe. I'm just wondering when the heck the vote got passed.
I vaguely remember hearing that, like, oh, we're voting to shorten the size, which, looking at the influence, we'd get to stay, and we'd be just dropping our lowest person. I vaguely remember something like that decision coming across our desk.
Diplomatic weight has taken a massive drop.
Oh,
and I'm not sure from what. I'm not sure what's been changing here that's caused us to have so much shift in the background. Oh, that's right. Our fleet power dipped, so it's no longer. It's our supremacy's out. That's
all right. No.
Well, unfortunately, I can't. I have to wait for 5 years' plans to pass before I can even propose the next one. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna have to wait. In the meantime, we don't have the influence to build orbital colonies, so.
Was this a Machiavellian plot by the rest of the council to get us to go to war so we'd lose our influence and be dropped from the council that we voted for?
Well, unfortunately, the war started because the Authority wanted to fight the Trade Association, so it wasn't exactly our fault, but it wasn't exactly the ruling council's fault either. Yeah, the Tronzar had a lot to gain by beating us. Alright, well, unfortunately... Well, fortunately, we have a lot of alloys, so maybe I can get us back up to full power pretty quickly. I'm going to make your home base this system. And then reinforce. Oh, okay, and change this to shipyards, please.
This is because we started embracing the psychic lifestyle. Our Buddhist ancestors are spitting in their graves.
Okay, hold on. We might be able to shift a whole bunch of these people over to Minas Morgul now. Good thing we have a whole lot of money.
Plenty to spend.
I think someone was asking earlier about if the Halo universe was something that could be elevated to like Star Wars, Star Trek, and that was followed with like has it also shit the bed. I honestly fell off of Halo after Reach. Like I didn't follow the flip when it went over to, oh look, well the good news is one of the other council members just had their own robot uprising, so maybe that's gonna knock them down a peg.
Not so fun when it's happening in your backyard, is it?
Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, about Halo. So yeah, I aside from Halo 4, which got popped onto the Master Chief Collection, I've had no experience with how that thing's been going. So it may be good. I haven't heard many good things about it, though. Oh, we can talk to the Shroud again.
They'll speak to us.
Can you like eat some of these people for us? Could this be where everything began? Reach in. Alright, and pause. I don't want too much of this happening. There is a presence here occupying this part of the Shroud. We have met spirits before, but this is something else. Something vastly more powerful. Something far more ancient. It seems unaware of us yet. Perhaps it is sleeping. Perhaps we are simply beneath its notice. Perhaps we should leave. Hell no! Talk to that thing!
Yeah, stay there.
Before we can reach out for the presence, it reaches out for us. Its thoughts call and twist themselves around the minds of our telepaths, bargaining, cajoling. It is the instrument of desire, and it will grant us wealth, power, prestige, all that we have ever desired, all that we will desire. The cost? A small matter, little more than a cover fee. Yeah, okay, interesting change in tone there. It only wants what's best for us. It will help us, guide us, direct our ambitions and dreams, if only we accept it into our hearts. It is confident that we will say yes. How could we possibly not say yes? There will be a price to pay, but all of our jobs will give us plus 10 resources in return. I mean, I'm not a big fan of us making a deal with Slaanesh here, but the Empire's a bit on the back foot after that kind of Pyrrhic victory.
We could maybe use that.
Do we want a poll? Let the audience decide.
Yes, let's let the chat decide.
All right, let's wash our hands of this. New poll.
Yes. You will be to blame for whatever goes wrong, while we will be celebrated for our wisdom when it goes well.
All right, I'm going to allow additional votes, so everyone with extra resources can add to the pool. But I think I'm gonna bump up how many dragons you need to add an extra vote. I'm going to double the price there. Form the Covenant. Reject desire. And start. Alright, so Twitch chat, you will now get to decide if we will at least try. There is a chance of failure. Or maybe this is just the warning that there'll be a price to pay. The yellow wording makes me wonder if there's even a chance of failure. Looks like yes, the yes votes have formed an early lead, but no is catching up. It's currently 60-40.
The religious zealots came out and voted first, but the young atheists are stepping in the afternoon.
All right, it's almost at 50-50. It's just a 10-point lead for forming the Covenant. Immortal Frost Zero, you spent your 640 dragons just to let us know it's a trap. It could be a trap, but it's up to you to change chat's minds.
You could have rocked the vote with that 640.
All right, currently 40 extra votes in favor of forming the Covenant. It's at 59-41.
Welcome to Tiny Train World. Voting for Nader in this clearly bipartisan issue.
But I knew adding that third vote would bite us in the butt. All right, I think there are about 30 seconds left. It's 62% in favor of forming the Covenant, so they've gotten a wide lead.
Immortal Frost Zone with 19,000 channel points they're sitting on, and they don't even know how to vote. I think it's a button.
Oh, if you're on mobile, I have no idea.
Oh!
The mobile app has long since been
half
forgotten.
Of our constituents.
Yeah, no, the technical faults once again interfering with the democratic process. But it looks like 63-37 in favor of forming the Covenant with the Instrument of Desire.
All right.
Click.
The yays have it.
It is done. We have formed a covenant with the instrument of desire. It did not take long for the effects to be felt. Reports of rich new veins of ore found in our mines. Businesses that were about to fail suddenly booming. Rare and valuable resources found on asteroids that were absolutely...
No one pays with money.
found on asteroids that were absolutely certain previously held nothing but ice and rock. Ugh, took a breath in the wrong spot there. It seems our empire is entering a golden age of wealth and prosperity, just as the instrument promised us. But what was the cost it spoke of? I'm sure it's nothing bad. Did our diplomatic weight...
Nothing to read into here.
Yeah, how's our diplomatic weight doing? Yeah, that's probably not going to bump up until we get enough alloys to rebuild the fleets. Oh man, the linebackers of the dead are back down to a single ship. In fact, actually,
emphasizing the dead portion.
Can I select, like, all of our fleets? Oh, wait, no. Your new base is Lone Star.
Construction venture completed.
I agree with Brother Costal. The cost is going to be waging war on the rest of the galaxy in my name. And the Eternal Empire is just like, oh, cool, that's sort of already our thing.
Where's the downside? Oh, hello,
Why not
Al.
both?
So the thing is, when it comes to the Shroud, there is a spirit you can talk to in there that will actually start the endgame crisis, or at least potentially. So, if there's if there ever was an opportunity to try and end the game early, it's there.
Immortal Frost Zero saying they just played a few games. How on earth did we get plus 400 resource income?
A whole lot of district building. You definitely don't... I've had that problem a few times when I was playing early on, where I would expand way too far before I actually built up planets that could support the upkeep income. You definitely want to make sure each of your planets is developed. Like, they all have districts. They all of them, not only the districts, but they actually have jobs that people are employing themselves in.
A study has been completed.
Okay, where else do people actually need to work? So many clerk jobs. Like, what a waste. You guys have so many amenities, so I guess you're happy, but so many unemployed.
You could be better.
You could have jobs that isn't just like... I wonder what a clerk job looks like.
Hey, man, they want to hang out and just work a cash register, clock in, clock out, no creative or, like, you know, emotional attachment to it. It's just a job.
Oh, yeah.
Just here to make the paycheck, man. Sometimes it's all you need.
Yeah, they are big believers in...
They find fulfillment in other aspects of their life.
Yeah, they're big believers in, it's not work, love your work, what is it? I fucking forgot the adage because I hate it so much.
Do what you love.
And you'll never work a day in your life.
life.
Yeah, instead
Bullshit.
it's, yeah, do what you love and never have any sort of
And never feel
break
like you
from
work
it.
enough.
Alright, a Chamber of Elevation isn't going to help these guys. I guess I'm going to have to get them in the commercial zone as well, just to help with that. You know, so the thing is, one of the big things that helps with unemployment is actually building a ring world, which unfortunately we may not be able to. Let's see. Where's our traditions? Okay, yeah, we only have one of those left. We may not be able to do it, because we'll have a choice to either build megastructures or turn our relic planets into arcologies. Or, no, not arcologies, ecumenopolises. Because both end up being a big kind of place to house people, but ring worlds end up being a larger investment that you can actually just build everywhere. We only have 2 relic worlds we can upgrade. Dyson spheres are good too. That would, oh hello. How the whoa? How did you guys get their home system?
What?
And when did that happen? Are you still at war with them? Doesn't look like it. But how? What?
Everyone's coming to our neighborhood.
I'm confused, guys. Like, you had this happen to one of your borders, but you got their homeworld. How did that even happen?
Quite the trade.
I don't remember this being here when the war ended. Someone play this back for... Okay, well now we have too many credits, so I have to start resettling people again. And finding out what to do with this planet. I guess I'm gonna have to give this like a whole bunch of this just to get these guys freaking employed. They'll be happy about it. It will certainly cut down on crime. Rebellion? If it was a rebellion, why did they flip over to the coalition? It should have just been an independent colony. Alright, let's see if I can handle these planets one at a time, because every time I'm looking at that frontier sector, my eyes just glaze over. That one can't really do anything to help. Wow, there's a whole lot of crime on Earth. Oh wait, no, this is Winnie Straw Jr. I clicked one further down. Okay, no, Earth is still the beacon of prosperity for our undead empire. Okay, good. We're finally getting to the 5-year plans vote. Oh, great. Administrative sanctions. I don't want that at all.
Which empire takes up like the most space on the map right
Uh, I think it's a tie between us and the sovereignty. Actually, wait, there's a way I can actually reduce that to systems owned. Okay, so they have 15 colonies with 1,000 people. Oh wait, that's the core. 16 colonies with 1,100 people. 24 colonies with 1,600 people. But that's colonies, not systems owned. So when it comes to like map spread...
A study has been completed.
now. I feel like we look a little thicker, but they're longer.
Yeah, hold on, let's get rid of that. So like this is our border. So it's kind of like a very fat triangle. I feel like we're very close together. And I think we're a smidge ahead when it comes to map spread. Oh, great. The gangs are clashing on Horcruxes. What are you guys fighting over?
Thank you, Lord Inquisitor Tulip, for their 5th month sub, saying, "Greetings. I'm pleased to say on your 5th month review, we have yet to find signs of heresy or corruption. We look forward to many more months of heresy-free entertainment. Keep it up and reject all ruinous powers." Thank you so much for your patronage.
You must have just arrived.
Shh. Let him believe.
Ugh, I mean, this unemployment problem is still massive. When do we get to the point where we can just feed the unemployed to the rich?
As it should be.
Oh, and speaking of feeding people, I guess you haven't been paying attention to the Nemesis expansion they've been talking about for Stellaris. They've brought up a few things about this new expansion that kind of make me sad that we started a bit too early because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the stuff they're adding is kind of endgame crisis stuff, where one of the options is you become the endgame crisis. And you get to the point where you build ships that can eat stars because you're trying to build a device that uses dark matter to destroy the universe.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds like what I would do.
Yeah, but there's also an option that when the endgame crisis appears, you can kind of become the first among equals in the galactic community, and then, in the ultimate Star Wars move, turn the galactic community into a galactic empire. Galactic Imperium, as they call it.
The old switcheroo. Look, I'm already in charge of the Senate. We might as well just say, I'm in charge, and just leave it at that.
I mean, there is definitely a moment where they vote for it, and you just walk out and say, the galactic community will be reorganized into the first galactic empire!
And then it dies with thunderous applause. It's like how I think the old diplomatic victory in Civ 5 was just, alright, we're putting it to a vote, and if you get enough votes to be the world leader, if it's unanimous, you win. And the game is just like, alright, now I just start buying everyone's votes.
That's how they originally said Palpatine became the Emperor.
The AI was pretty simple. And it
all
was
right,
just
you know
like,
what?
Oh, you want horses? 20 horses if you vote for me for world leader. Cool.
All right, now we're starting to get our diplomatic power back. And yeah, it's no point in making friends with you. We already seen how bad you stink at a war.
You're pathetic.
All right, now we should dethrone the alignment here when the next vote happens. Meanwhile, looks like their war with their robot friends is not going too bad for them. Not yet, at least.
They're trying anyway.
Vessels have been refitted.
Okay.
Vessels have been refitted.
Man, so many red boxes of unemployment. So honestly, I'm very tempted to start having our constructors just start building space colonies everywhere, because that's the closest thing I can think of. But the thing is, each colony costs us influence and alloys, and we need those alloys. I'm also quite tempted. Maybe the incisors could just do it themselves when they're rebuilt. But I'm thinking it's getting to the point where these corsairs should be taken out. They've long outlived their usefulness. You're not even willing to raid our enemies anymore. What good are you?
What do you do?
I'm also hoping that maybe these watchers here finally wake up and we can make friends with them. And then it's like, hey, you know, I think we both hate these robot squids. Why don't you send some of those really powerful ships down here?
I don't know what you heard, but I heard the Transaru Corps making fun of Zarkalon in his head, and I just thought that wasn't cool. we should probably do something about it, but I don't think I'd do something if I didn't have at least someone by my side.
Vessels have been refitted.
Thank you, Kaiserin, for your 3-month sub, saying, "Long live the Eternal Empire." I believe we shall live quite long.
We'll definitely try.
How old is our Kaiserin now?
72.
72.
She's almost middle aged. She's like in our 30s.
Plenty of good years ahead of her.
Yeah. Here's your benefits. Don't complain. You know what? That is a good... Okay, yeah, so all the wartime edicts are gone. Let's go ahead and pull up Miss Morgul. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. When they got purged, the population dropped.
What
hold
tends
on.
to happen when you purge a group? The population drops.
People die when they are killed. There we go. Alright, repair. Get it back up to speed. Oh, geez, I didn't know we still had these. Oh, of course we did. We still have one of those to get. Domination. Oh, I didn't know the Wugthug Tea Garden still had so many districts. We can send a whole bunch of undesirables here.
Our tea garden is enormous. And we're full of undesirables.
Alright, and what was the colony with all of the... Yeah, go ahead and upgrade these. We can afford it. We've got the moats. Alright, we finally got our mega shipyard. We can start really cranking out the ships if we want. And you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and take this up to the Strategic Coordination Center. You. Come over... Where's a good place to build it? Somewhere deep in the Empire. Or maybe not too deep. Ideally, I'd actually want to build it here, because then it would be pretty close to the core and the League.
A nice strategic spot.
Or, you know, we could just build it somewhere in the Empire and put a gateway on it, and then just build gateways wherever we want. You know what? Let's do that. And I'm thinking... Jerry Seinfeld may be a good system for it.
What's the deal with that?
Oh yeah, that's right. This one has the no shields, so never mind. The Great Sucker? No. Maybe I should just go ahead and build it at human juice. Yeah, you come over here. Oh, we don't have the alloys for it. Hold on. Let's fix that. There we go. Alright, yep. Human juice. Mega shipyard. Build it right over that star. And so that kind of project takes several steps, but when it's over, we'll have a shipyard that essentially counts like one of these, but if all of these were shipyards. So we can build like 10 ships at once.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, hey, Brian. Yes, human juice. One of our earlier conquests. Oh, 20 shipyards. I haven't built one of those in a while. So 20 ships at the same time when it's fully built.
20 ships at the same time.
I'm still wondering how this happened. Yeah, nope, control of all the... Oh, it just abandoned the habitats.
Oh.
What did you do?
Decided to leave.
Someone... If you're watching the archive, someone, like, send me the timestamp for when this flipped, if I happen to be looking at it, because I do not remember that... I remember the core being entirely intact when the war ended. Alright, now let's go take a look at some of our Bureaucrat Worlds, if we have any left. Yeah, because our sprawl is just all over the place. Okay, yeah, it looks like our bureaucrats are pretty focused, so... Where can we afford to build more? Upgrade that. And that. How much? The upgrade takes rare crystals, which we have plenty of, so go ahead and do that, and that, and that.
Get even bigger.
Any more TFS grinds questions, folks? This is a whole bunch of housekeeping as I try to get the Empire back into fighting shape.
Just a lot of cleaning up little things. Didn't you say someone had a question for me earlier? That
You know what?
Do you
They
remember
did.
what it was at all?
I don't remember it. I honestly, I saw it and I'm like, okay, you're currently writing down names, so I'll bring that up later. But then I forgot. So hey, if you're still in chat and you had a question for Grant, I did see you. And I did forget about you. I am sorry.
Tyrazine Terror would like to know what our favorite albums are. I don't even know if I can actually pick one.
Yeah, and that's the thing with me. It's like if music sounds good, I'll listen to it. I don't actively go out and get it, so I can't really pin down a specific album that was like, I liked that. Ooh, we can change
instead of favorite, I'll just list one of the first ones I remember really liking, and that was Green Day's Dookie. Terrific album, I think, just about every song, and that's fun.
Chazakan asking if I've kept up with the Baldur's Gate 3 updates. I have. I haven't played the game in a while. But I did see the panel out of Hell 2 that talked about the Druid update they were going to add. And it's not enough to make me want to break out Legalia again and actually keep streaming it. I'm waiting. Well, you know, the stability might be there by now, but there's nothing new for her to do. So I think I'm still gonna hold off on streaming Baldur's Gate 3, but I have been paying attention to it. Deloft, or Deloft.
D-Loft.
What was your guys' first anime, and have you gone back and rewatched it anytime lately? Ooh, what was my first anime? I'm very tempted to say it was Detective Conan, but I feel like that's too late. Like, I was already watching Toonami by then. Oh, you know what? Yeah, yep, it was G Gundam. It was G Gundam.
Ooh, all right. It's a strong starter. I definitely, I would say Pokemon was like the first anime I really watched a lot of. And I've seen, I mean, I guess mostly newer stuff. I don't really know if I've actually gone back and watched like the old Indigo saga, or however they break up their seasons series. But, you know, I'm sure it's still fine. And after that, shortly after that was DBZ, which I've definitely recently seen at least some of in some capacity.
Yeah, for me, I honestly, aside from like at least once every couple of months going back to the "with the help of KOG" clip, I have not seen G Gundam recently. However, there are some Gundams in that show that will forever be with me. Sweden's Gundam, which is it was the Dutch Gundam which was the giant windmill.
Yeah.
The horse getting strapped into a skin tight control suit.
Funsaiki just looking panicked as soon as he's being put in the horse suit.
Yeah, that one was weird but hilarious each time I see it.
And yeah, D-Loft, I remember Tequila Gundam, the Gundam that just...
with the giant sombrero.
Very sensitive and culturally aware G Gundam.
Oh, and then of course you have Hans Bruder. Oh, I wonder who he could be. Who's that behind the mask? Oh, I know German enough to know now. Yeah, that show introduced me to just the right amount of camp. And that was actually the only time I got a Gundam model. Like, I really enjoyed the Russia Gundam. I do not know why. I ended up being gay, so the dominatrix warden that was on that team, which probably converted a whole bunch of young kids, didn't work on me. Sure. Yeah, no, I remember going to the mall in Houston and buying it from one of the a small hobby shop, and then I built it at my cousin's house. I think maybe I just liked the idea that he had to pull out the you think he's pulling out a sword, but then he just digs it into his shoulder, and it's like, oh no, it's a flail.
It's even cooler.
Oh, hello! It looks like, finally the L Gate is opening. Our spies report that the Wizaraki alignment is close to possessing enough information about the L Gates to unlock the one they control. So that will finally open up that extra galactic cluster, which could complicate things depending on what's in it. Every time I open it, it's a Grey Goo situation and everyone gets invaded.
Well. Let's hope for the best.
Especially since we don't have an L Gate, so that would be really good. It'll fuck with everyone but us.
Oh, gee, you and your fancy L-Gates are busy dealing with a problem. That's a shame.
Kikator asking, what was the first game that really got you into gaming? Or what was the oldest game you remember loving? Homeworld. Homeworld 1... My dad it was not the first game I played. It was the game that got me into, like, going into gaming sites and looking at forums and looking at stuff. It was Homeworld. My dad got it for me right around the turn of the century. I remember playing it in on my parents' bedroom on their computer, constantly getting kicked out when they wanted to go to bed. It was definitely that. But I also had, like, the Pajama Sam games. Like, so those were probably my first video games. But then Homeworld is what made me a gamer.
I would probably say, like, I definitely just remember having video games. Like, I had an older brother, so he he had video games before I was even born, so they were definitely in the house for about as long as I can remember. But like the first one that I feel like made me go like, oh, I care about video games for me. I definitely remember Link to the Past being one of the first games I ever beat, but I feel like I remember Mario 3 being like the first game that I was like, oh, I like this. When I am not playing this, I am thinking about this game. Boy, it's cool seeing Mario with that neat raccoon tail. Video games are cool. So probably somewhere around there. And then kind of had like a big resurgence because I sort of just thought games were cool in a vague sense, but not really being a big specific fan of anything. And then Pokemon Blue came out, and I was like, Pokemon's my life. I want everything with Pokemon on it forever and always. So those would probably be my big gaming peak moments.
Male Shepherd or Femme Shepherd, King of Ice's Asses, asked, when I played Mass Effect, I ended up... Oh, we can talk to the Shroud. I'll do that as I answer this. When I played Mass Effect, I went with Male Shepherd because... Simple projection. I was a guy. I wanted to play as a guy. However, I will always listen to Jennifer Hale over Mike Muir. When I end up going into the Legendary Edition, I will be hard pressed to not pick a Femme Shep because Jennifer Hale sounds pleasing to the ear. Mike Muir didn't until about Mass Effect 3. All right, so much power, reaching in
Into the Shroud. Take its power for ourselves.
We are looking down upon our galaxy from far above at a distance of what must be hundreds of thousands of light years. Without warning, the psionic current plunges us down towards the myriad stars at an incredible speed into a region of space belonging to one of the fallen empires. Although there was only one, the Hesukar Watchers.
Heshka.
The stars swish by, then planets, until the vision finally settled on one of their cities. Incredible spires reach towards the sky, aided by anti-grav technology generations beyond our own. The current takes us into such a spire, through wall after wall, until we reach a large meeting room of sorts. It is occupied by 2 Hesukar, floating comfortably in their zero-gravity chairs while conversing with each other in soft voices. They are oblivious to our presence. We could reach into their minds with a medium probability. I mean, they worship us. We have their prophet's head. Let's just do it.
Their prophet's head.
The Hesukar are clearly dignitaries of some kind, discussing matters of state. Slowly, surely, the vision encroaches upon them, while their alien speech is gradually transformed into words that have meaning to us. Are growing more and more powerful. Elements of the Council are convinced that unless we take action, the mind glow of the 2 Hesukar is overwhelming, like a blossoming flower. Their minds open and are laid bare. It would be so easy to reach in. And perhaps we should have taken steps to cull the younger races before they grew too powerful. I have to say I agree with him, but the Council feels that it is too late now to... Their technological secrets plucked from the recesses of their minds, as easy as one would copy a file from an unlocked computer. The Hesukar remain ignorant of the theft that has taken place within their very minds. We gained the living metal technology.
Ooh.
Which lets us exploit the living metal resource, and now we can have an edict that would help us build megastructures 50% faster. Neat. I don't even think we have any living metal in the Empire, though.
Green Eldridge does not seem excited in chat, saying, I have never, ever found a use for the living metal tech.
Yeah, unless you get the Ascension perks that let you really crank out the megastructures, and of course you have an income of living metal, it's rare. I was hoping we'd get, like, you know, the psionic shield tech. Let's protect our ships with our minds. But no.
We'll just think the lasers away.
Oh, we could have gotten their shield tech from this? That stinks. That really does. Like, their shield tech is the highest in the game. In fact, there are players that go to war with Fallen Empire simply to get their tech from the battle.
Gain that tech.
Yeah. Alright. A lot of mineral income. I want to see if I can't convert that into more interesting stuff. Well, the good news is it looks like while the unemployment's still there, it's gotten pretty low across all of our planets again. So that's one headache gone.
That's a relief. I just see like a little cat face for the Tronzaru core emblem, and just seeing the little like baby version right under it. Just...
Oh yeah, you're right. Don't you ever
like,
talk to my son again.
It's just like two cats are just staring at me out of this little galaxy.
If I zoom too far out, I lose the symbol. There you go. Yeah, I can definitely see with the tiny one now, the little ears. Yeah. Although I've been watching Scott play Hollow Knight a lot, so this is really reminds me of the bug, too.
Also very Hollow Knight. Which I'm impressed. That game is a tough one, and I haven't been watching his streams, but been seeing him announce his victories on Twitter every so often, and he's gotten through some really rough sounding stuff.
Yeah, so I spent a good portion of the last few weeks doing some editing work for Nick's game, and there are some streams where it's just attempt after attempt on single bosses.
Hey man, that's how it be sometimes. I understand. That's part of why I find it so impressive.
It took him 5 hours to beat the last step of the Path of Pain, and just to see him kind of going from ranting, conversing with chat, to finally just dead silence focus.
Do this.
Yeah, no, we don't want people moving in. I was impressed when he finally did it, because it just seemed like... Well, I guess it's kind of like the thing when it comes to Path of Pain, is any run that gets you to the end looks like a clean run.
Yeah. It looks super graceful, and like you're going to be doing flawless stuff, but it's just like, no, you're seeing... This is the culmination of attempt after of a billion failures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember late nights, because I never really played Hollow Knight. It was my brother's game, and I just kind of hung out with him while he played it over Christmas break one year. And just I remember us sitting there watching him do the Path of Pain or whatever, and just us being like, "This is impossible. It can't be done. Like this is just they made this to be undoable. Why would they build it this way?"
Well, the Pale King certainly likes his privacy. That much is certain. All right, it looks like our fleet power has gotten back to the point where we reign supreme. We are definitely going to dethrone the alignment in the next election. It'll be us in the core and the council. Meanwhile, the alignment is starting to lose a lot of ground to their robot companions.
Thank you, Tuckendorf. They went through the stream to figure out exactly when the Tronzaru Corps lost their capital. They lost it almost immediately before we noticed it. There was a menu open at the time when it happened. It was visible at 50 minutes and 14 seconds.
Quinn, is Scott still mad about the ghost? Oh, okay. You know that... He's not. Long story short, I popped into Scott's chat as both myself on my phone, Intersective Spy, and as Stream 4-Star on my laptop. And then I started to have a conversation where it's like, oh, look, Tech Ghost is real because you think it's Quinn, but Quinn's here on Introspective Spy's account. So he started calling. I'm not sure how many people he called before I finally got to him.
He called me. I was very confused.
Yeah, so I started messaging him. It's like, no, it's me. Shit, sorry. He was stressed out by that. It didn't help that I was messing with him while he was trying to play Hollow Knight. So compounded
great prank.
Yeah, not the best timing, but he's fine.
A study has
It's not like we have to go through an intermediary to talk. We're reaching a whole bunch of these redundant techs, but I didn't think we'd be tapped out of physics stuff so quickly. Fine, just to get this off the menu, do it.
Looks like...
Ooh, if the core got knocked off. Hold on. Is the core not going to be on the council? Find out in 10 days. 2, 1. Alright. Tronzaro got knocked off the council. I'm not sure what happened to the diplomatic influence. Alright, well, first things first. Gonna go ahead and call an emergency measure on the 5-year plan so we can finally vote on it.
construction venture
Get
completed.
this shit through Congress.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. The Tronzaro are now at war with the Fallen Empire. I honestly would be interested to see if they have the fleet power to beat them. It's about this point in the game where some of the AI empires can start contesting the Fallen Empire. I wish I could get like an active communications link with one of you. You don't want to give me any information, do you? Yeah, of course you don't. The Tronzaro hate my guts, so this is probably gonna be a no. Yeah. How about you guys? You guys are close enough where you might be able to see what's going on. Alright, hold on.
We just want to picture... We just want to see what's happening.
Yeah, here's some alloys for a few years. I can afford to lose 8. Now let me see. I just want to watch. The Galactic Voyeur.
The Eternal Empire likes to watch.
Oh, okay, that's a whole lot of vision. Oh, especially since they have the colony down here. Alright, so here's their 232,000 fleet power fleet. And there it goes. Off to go fight the war. I wonder what they're fighting over. Oh, it's a holy purge. The Federation must have colonized one of their holy worlds.
Ah. Whoops.
Well, let's see how well that goes for them. In the meantime, Highwind fleet's back up to full strength and 35,000 fleet power.
We'll just be over here shaking the head of their most famous prophet.
Yeah, we won't call any pilgrims. They'll probably be busy killing you. Invade them as soon as the war ends? That depends on how the war goes. I wouldn't put it past the Tronzaro to have... Yeah, see, one of their fleets have 75,000. If they're able to pool all their fleets together into one thing, they could probably actually beat the Fallen Empire.
Then who would worship us?
Yeah, and that means they may be weak for that brief couple of years, but we'd have to make sure we just pile everything on, and in the meantime, we'd be fighting the rest of their federation. So, it may be an opportunity, but it won't last long, and we'll have to make sure we're in a good position to capitalize on it, and we're not, because I'm still rebuilding, like, 4 fleets here.
A study has been completed.
We're still recuperating from our last war.
Alright.
Craftier Rogue seems to be pretty confident in the Fallen Empire, saying that the Tronzaro might beat a fleet, but there's no way they're beating a station.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the every system in the ancient empires, fallen empires thing is almost 80,000 fleet power by itself, which is as powerful as the one fleet from the core we saw. Oh, look, pirates spotted Lizard's Lament. And we don't have Laboon to deal with them anymore.
Oh no! Can't.
Laboon! Alright, Red Cross Blood Drive, you go deal with them. Yeah, of all the places where Laboon's absence is dearly missed, it's here. Where she patrolled for the longest time.
Word is spreading among the pirates that Laboon is gone.
Yeah.
The seas are open once again.
Alright, which... I really should rebuild the Morbid Swarm as soon as possible. Having a fast Corvette response fleet would be great. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a dead zone in our sensors here. We might actually miss the battle. That's unfortunate.
Whoa.
Hold on, do you guys have sensor... Do you guys see things over there? Oh wait, who has a sentry array? That's one of the mega structures that gives you like a massive line of sight in the galaxy. That's who I want to talk to. Okay, you guys do. Is it rebuilt? It is! Okay, let's do business. In fact, you know what?
See what you see, my guy.
So this is why we haven't done much with them. They have ethics that make it difficult to have like an alliance with them. So that's why we haven't done much with them.
Do they have a problem with our slave game?
Well, see, we can form a commercial pact, but because they are focusing on their inward perfection, they have little interest in diplomacy with other empires, and I think that same thing goes with the defensive pact. Yeah, because they're perfectionists. Let's see, which it's one of these. There we go. Inward perfection cannot have rivals, defensive pacts, migration treaties. Yeah, so this is why we haven't done much with the sovereignty, because they're doing this. They're perfectionists. And also, I think, cyborgs now. But that doesn't mean we can't ask them for a sensor link. Wait, no, not claims. Not that. Just make them hate me. I don't really want to give you guys more. Plenty of minerals. How many? You want monthly minerals? There you go. You have 100 minerals. Let's have that last for a few years. 20. There.
We just want your vision.
Yeah, no, I want to see them get creamed. There we go. Now that's some good vision. It looks like the Tronzaro are doing their usual routine of completely avoiding open battle and running away.
The cowards!
Let's see. 48,000 fleet. 62, 12... If they dumped all of their fleets together, they might have enough. But any of these one-on-one, we might just see one. Are they just going to pass each other in the night? Oh, nope, they're not. Okay, wait, hold on. Which button gets rid of the HUD? Is it F9? I don't want to press one and accidentally close the game.
No, I'm just waiting for everything to crash.
Yeah, chat, remind me which button closes it. Have to wait for the delay. Or nobody remembers.
Please, we can't look at an instruction book. That's something I'm kind of nostalgic for. I remember getting, one, physical games, which I don't think I've gotten in quite a few years. But then on top of that, the excitement of like, oh, my parents are just driving me home from the store or whatever, and I don't have a save when I can play this game, so I'm just going to read the instruction manual until I can play it.
And they're dead.
Wow.
It was Control F9, by the way. Yep. So, and this was actually one probably, I think, I don't want to give the AI too much credit here, but you'll see their fleet power dropped to half because they were actually fighting in a system that nullified their shields. So of all the places to fight them, if you had the right fleet kitted out, this might be the best spot, because one of their big techs is, yeah, their large psionic shields. These aren't active in this system. So if you had stuff that was really good against armor, but bad against shields, this is where you want to use it. But they blew it.
Weren't strong enough. It's what you get for colonizing a holy planet, you dumb robo-squids.
Exactly.
You heathens.
No, it looks like the other league, the other Federation members are trying to send fleets into the core territory to help. Look, I'm helping with my 8,000 fleet power. I'm coming to help.
I'm present.
That's what the league is. Well, I think they're like the weakest galactic power left, aren't they? Yep. It's like the little brother of the galaxy. I'm helping. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Is the truce still in place? I have to find out. If the truce is actually ended. No, they're not even leaders of their own country anymore. Yeah, no. Yeah, the truce is still up, so I can't close the borders yet. But that'd be pretty funny. It's like, oh, we're helping! And stuck.
We have no way there.
All right. Until 2430. So another 2 years left. Yeah, so they're going to be able to move their fleets in. Yes, yes. Oh, I didn't know we were that broke. Yep. Keep helping us with our research. Actually, you know what? We haven't exploited you in a while. You mind telling us a bit about the galaxy? Tell me about the mysteries of the universe. Oh, apparently there's still a dimensional... Oh. So apparently there's still a Leviathan left, dimensional horror. Ooh. Not sure where it is. Oh wait, no, that was wrong prompt. So you'd give us an insight in exchange for money. Well, no, I don't have an L gate, so it doesn't matter.
Tell us of the L gate.
Alright, yeah, it looks like with most of the Leviathans dead, they don't have that much to offer us.
No.
A mining station has been lost.
Oh, those pirates are still active. Go get rid of them.
We're on our way.
Oh, hello. The planet killer was built. Where is it? Okay, hold on. First, move.
Look at the beast.
As was promised.
Yes, Laboon's revenge.
It will have to be escorted by a fleet wherever it goes. But go ahead and set your course for human juice, because you are going to be used on a Tronzari planet, so help me. Alright, there goes the pirate station. And there goes the pirate fleet. And you need to return. Where's my other construction ship? You go back. Laboon's Requiem. You know, that does sound cooler. Wait, we got an L site? We got an L gate insight from the pirate base? Or something else?
Did we get L-Gate insight from the...
I don't know, but someone... Rossburn brought up that we got an L-Gate insight, but I'm not sure exactly what it was related to. From the pirates. Okay, yeah, the pirates apparently had an L-Gate insight. For some reason.
Huh. Kaiserin suggesting we go crack a random barren planet to show off our new mega gun.
I guess we could. Is there one in Haifong? There are a few. Toxic World. Barren World. There's this one, but we want to keep the science. Alright. Let's break this one.
I like it. Destroy it.
Destroy Haifong 2B.
It is unnecessary in the Eternal Empire.
Actually, you know what? While that's setting up, let me double check something. Okay, so we have no laws against planet crackers.
Perfect. We're the good guys. A young colony on the planet looks to the stars, their first understanding that there might be life outside their world. What is this mysterious light? Transcribes their poets.
Ah. Are you gonna break it already? Oh, okay, hold on. I don't think the game liked that.
I was gonna say, I hear something.
What just happened?
Uh...
Game. Oh, okay. Interruption.
Oh. Hey, real quick, before you crack that planet, we just thought you should know.
Yeah, no, the Sovereignty built a science nexus. Good for them, damn it! Wow, this takes a while.
Gotta rev up the engine a little bit. It's a lot of power to crack a planet.
It's getting brighter. There we go.
Whoa!
Crack that planet. Crack that planet.
Can we crack it? Well, we've mildly begun heating the surface of the planet. Oh!
There we go. Now she's cracking.
Ooh, that's a cool effect. And nothing of value was lost. This seems like an insufficient test. Perhaps the Transaru core have a planet we can test it on.
Oh, hello. The ISS Laboon's Requiem gentle rocking, buffeted by Haifong 2B's rupturing crust and unraveling magnetosphere, subsides as the Colossus completes its cataclysmic task. The sheer violence of a dying planet is difficult to comprehend, but the funereal beauty. Huh. First time I've seen that word. Haifong 2B's molten core cooling is in gelid. Wow, this is just full of word a day. In gelid space is undeniable. Yeah, I figured. Oh, and that got Jakrudu back in line. They can blow up. They can blow us up now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Maybe we should stop all the crime, and if they can blow up our old planet.
Yeah, I wish people on Gaijin would learn that.
Perhaps we could just become real legitimate business types, you know? We could actually go into waste management like we keep saying we is. To be honest, there's a lot of waste that needs managing around here.
Ooh, get our synthetic workers. Now the gangs are fighting on Dio's world. All right, hold on. What does synthetic workers get us? Robot output goes up. Synthetics. Okay. So then with synthetic technology, robot pops are affected by happiness and can potentially perform all types of jobs. Neat. But I don't think I want to have to worry about your happiness right now.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage happiness in this empire.
Yeah, no, the death robots don't need to be happy. They just need to work.
You'll be happy to kill and like it.
And just about a year away till we can close the borders, but I think that cat's already been let loose.
Got myself some sticky notes last week because I just feel like I've been kind of scatterbrained lately and want an efficient way to keep myself on task or give myself little reminders for things. Keep forgetting to use them. Feeling like I'm shooting myself in the foot with this purchase. Just noticed them sitting on my desk. Not even unwrapped yet.
That's how I used to feel about planners. Like those actually, the large booklets where you have like whole calendars and days sketched out. It got to the point, so back when I was busy enough that I was actually leaving the house, I used to pretty much make a daily checklist on that. Like, okay, what do I got to do today? Done that, done that, done that, that moved over there. It took a while. Like, I remember back when I was going to just high school and middle school, they gave us a planner to use. Never used it.
I definitely remember getting planners for school. Just, it was always a first day thing. And I feel like I would use it kind of, but probably not. Definitely wasn't using it quite the resource that they had built into it.
Our little fleet of pilgrims is getting stronger.
Something I thought about the other day that I realized, like, for school, I used to take notes on a lecture for like one basically every day of the week, but also for like hours at a time. And thinking about that, I don't know if that's something I would have the mental, capacity to just do like these days. I would get so distracted now.
Oh, the League closed their borders with us. Well, turnabout's fair play. Get your crap out of my area. You too, Trade Association. Don't go helping your friends through my territory. Oh, what's this? The Authority wants to declare war on the Trade Association again. No. I am not confident in our strength coming, like, most of our naval capacity's been built up, but I'm not, I feel like I've fallen for this once before. Granted, they are still at war with the Fallen Empire, but I'm just not sure when this war is going to end with them. I think the Fallen Empire is going to be satisfied once they take back whatever system was holy to them.
Yeah.
Which could be any time now.
Welcome to Tiny Train World brings up a good point. We do have a planet killer now, though. We didn't.
Oh, that's true. We do have a planet killer. And I did want to use it on the core. That's very tempting. The Highwind fleet has been brought back. So here's the one thing I'm worried about. We fight this war. We have a good cathartic time creaming the Tronzaru as they're built up, as they've thrown themselves up against the Fallen Empire and lost. Ah, see, look. 60,000 fleet power in the Tronzaru, and they've actually claimed a few systems.
Oh, wow.
So that's a problem. They've probably taken a whole lot of attrition, though, because they've been fighting these stations, but they've been winning. Well, not winning, but they've been making headway against the Fallen Empire. I'm worried that the core is still equipped to fight a war on two fronts. And if they are, they can wheel around and still fight us off.
That's just giving them opportunity to take more space, really.
Yeah. I mean, we still have a whole bunch of... I think we still have a whole bunch of claims. Oh, we don't.
A couple people, which I think I agree with almost regardless, vote no and declare war yourself so you can set the terms.
You're right.
That might be the route to go.
Okay, so yeah, now the Authority is going to war with the Trade Association, so now they're at war. We don't have a lot of influence, but what can we still claim? Because honestly, I'm tempted to maybe make it a war of conquest on the League's territory. And then just kind of keep fighting the Tronzaru toe-to-toe here. Alright, so what do we have claimed? Add that. So we've got our new kind of front line here. Add that. So now Hentai and Ukprix are goals. Then That and that. Okay, so we're out. We don't have enough influence to claim all of the League's territory, but we do have enough to fight them all the way down to this choke point. Do I have a total war claim?
This is like total war. Don't you scratch
Oh,
yourself
with
at
the
us.
Colossus. Immensely powerful weapons allow us to enforce our will upon our enemies.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Sure, we can't formally claim these planets, but we've got a planet cracker, and if you're not just gonna give it to us...
Okay, hold on. I've actually never used the Total War. I don't build Colossi. What does Total War actually mean? Is it just if I invade a system, I take it? It doesn't have to be, like, claimed and then instant system transfer. Okay.
Give us Civ War systems now?
Well, alright. You know what? It's almost 9 o'clock. We can probably end this by cracking a Tronzaru planet.
Let's do it!
Alright, so who's at war with who? Okay, well, pretty much the same as before, except now we don't have an alliance, we just have other people that are not,
Not at
happy.
war with us.
Okay, so... what colony is gonna be destroyed? Trinomial! You're close. Actually, you know what? What was the colony over here that gave me such a freaking headache? Fraction. Let's blow up Fraction.
There won't even be a fraction of it left when we're done.
Yeah, let's have the linebackers hold Vamp Door, the Red Cross Blood Drive. You know what? I'll have the Red Cross Blood Drive fleet be the one that escorts the Colossus. So go regroup in Space Vegas. Alright, meanwhile... the Bloody Feast never got back up to snuff. But Morbid Swarm, move in. Take Ishnor. They're still here. And this is actually what I'm slightly worried about. If all of our fleets are worried about this massive war, these guys could decide to become aggressive. And start kicking our butts.
Blood Realm, I think, also makes a good point I hadn't considered when we declared this war. Does this mean it also works the other way if they come into your space?
Yeah, it does. That's the problem.
Terrific. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which hopefully that only means the Tronzaru are going to be a bit more problematic. Yeah. Oh, no. Don't tell me the AI is trying to game the AI here by kiting their powerful fleet back into their territory. Because I do not... oh, what... yeah. Okay, wait. Oh, so all of their fleets still seem to be heading towards the front line with the Fallen Empire. So this does seem like still a good chance to fight them. Alright, so the Colossus is here. Get the Red Cross Blood Drive fleet to guard it. Which frickin' button does that? I know it's here somewhere. Really shows you how many advanced commands I use. Actually, can I just... okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, it has to be a fleet of its own. But I know there's like a guard order. Because what I don't want is for one fleet to get way too ahead of the other.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what button it is.
You don't want to just send them both to the same place. You definitely want to sign it.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. What if I did that and then... okay, so now when it moves... oh, okay. So yeah, there we go. So now you go there. And hopefully that still keeps things up. Under fleet stances. Yeah, no, only two options there. Now that's allied fleets, not our own fleets.
A study has been completed.
Alright, let's start building better. Yep. Okay, well, they're... So this appears to be working.
Okay.
Yeah,
wait.
they've caught up with it. Does that mean they're gonna stop or they're gonna keep
Zoom
going?
past. All right, it looks like they're sticking
Okay,
with it.
this looks like it's working. I'm gonna say it's
Cool,
working.
I like that. A pact broken.
Yeah, it's a commercial pact between two other empires. I don't know.
Oh.
I honestly don't know why it decides that we need to know about it.
I thought we broke a pact of some kind, and I got all excited.
Okay, where is? Yeah. See, they're kiting the enemy, because now they're all the way back up here, reclaiming their own systems, while the Tronzar are trying to reorganize. Run, introspective thug! Don't blow up my own construction ship! Run! Meanwhile, Morbid Swarm showing up. Bloody Feast. I'm actually gonna hang back and have them get reinforced still. Go ahead and have the Highwind fleet move up. Ah, so they're moving that fleet down.
Craftier Rogue asking, what happened to the economy? Are things okay? I pay attention and don't know what numbers to look at.
I think that our energy credits income dropped into the negative. I think for the most part it's because I actually can't put my finger on something exactly. I guess this is just the wartime economy kicking up. Maybe war hampers your trade income. Yes. Do I want to start back up on the edicts? I think so. Might as well make sure our fleets are the most powerful for the next 10 years. Alright, so... Focusing crystals, on. Reactive armor, on. Explosives, on. Ammunition, on. Shield boost, on. Gas as fuel, yes, on. And stop. You know what? Not the Red Cross blood drive. Ah, yeah, see, there we go. We just took the system for ourselves.
Delightful.
Alright. Morbid Swarm moves out.
Construction venture complete.
Wait. What the hell? You'll just let them slip by you. What the hell?
Don't do that.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's have our dragon take the backfield here. He should be powerful enough. Yeah, he's way too powerful. He can easily take out their star bases. Linebackers of the dead, take hentai.
Return hentai to us. Maybe it was just really expensive to fire our laser that time.
I mean, the problem is we're still losing more energy credits. Like it used to be at 82, now it's 150. All right, out of the dragon. Oh, good, we got the sun on our side again.
Fire at them, son.
Oh, we can talk to the Shroud during all this? I mean, we're kind of low on money, but how can I say no? Reach in. For reasons we cannot fathom, we have been drawn into this corner of the Shroud. Why? So increased lifespans? We already live for 250 years. But this one has a low probability of success, and I'm not...
Make our Kaiserin even older.
True, we can make sure our Kaiserin lives to the end of the game, sure. The powerful energies of the Shroud have flooded into the communal psionic link that is shared between all vamps. Our telepaths have used this power to momentarily slow down the aging process of our most prominent leaders, adding decades to their natural lives. Alas, there was not enough psychic energy to bestow this effect upon the population at large. Alright, so now all of our leaders can live longer, but the population as a whole still lives for only a mere 250 years.
Children.
Alright, take that system back. Follow them.
Yes. Watch as our big.
I thought the Authority was
red
already at war.
Blob grows. Watch in horror.
Yeah, here comes their big stuff, which is like only 10,000. Like, the Bloody Feast could do this on their own, if they had the time. Don't let them...
Have time to defend ourselves from you.
All right. And once you take that system back, turn around.
Yes.
They're still on their way, so as long as they don't come up here, we're good. In fact, you know what? The dragon alone is powerful enough to beat them, so just go back to Mr. Snake's garden. Oops! Ah, fuck. I didn't even notice this. They dropped another superpower. Why isn't this fighting off the Fallen Empire? 44. Oh, yeah, see? Look, I don't know why they decided to just pivot all of their fleet power down here again. Where is the Fallen Empire's fleet?
Moves.
Are they even at war anymore? Yes. So they're still being purged by the Fallen Empire, but they still decide to send their most powerful fleet down here to fight me.
It's more personal.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit of a problem, because that's a 61,000 fleet. The most powerful one is the High Wind, and that's not enough.
Start combining some fleets.
With what fleets are over here? The only other fleet is the Red Cross Blood Drive, and they're guarding the Colossus. We could have Al, but Al's not strong enough to beat this fleet and the space station they have over here. The Morbid Swarm is needed down here. The only other...
Alright, war's over. We win. Bye.
Yeah, how about a truce? Yeah, no, they are not okay. What is our war goal?
To win. To kill.
I guess, yeah, our war goal is you guys are gone. Yeah, we are a long way from a status quo peace. This is a problem. If we told... So, it could be a close victory if we kept the High Wind and Red Cross fleets together. But that would mean Al would have to take the system all by himself, because the Colossus can't fight by itself. Oh, you know what? We never rebuilt a Crimson Fucker. How did we go to war without building another Crimson Fucker? This is why I didn't want to do it. But chat, no, you just pressured me into using the Colossus. Gotta see a planet blow up tonight.
Can't believe we got peer pressured by chat.
Yeah. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go for a bit of a risky play. Al is going to try and clear the field. Or maybe... Hold on. Where are you guys going? So... The Morbid Swarm is a fast fleet. They could probably duck in here, clean it out, and then come out here. But that would still take some time. So I'm gonna risk it. Have Morbid Swarm do the cleaning job for them. And then have... you guys stay behind. Or actually, no, go to Vamp Door. And actually, don't go to Vamp Door, go here. So you both can jump into the system at the same time. Because I'm not doing that twice. Oh, okay, they didn't even take Hentai back. They just popped in, destroyed the fleet, and left.
Oh.
Weird. I guess they are trying to balance their priorities with the invasion. Well, that was a whole lot of notices at once. Yeah, so unfortunately the linebackers of the dead have been knocked out of the fight already. Come on. Claim the system. Oh, and there go the robots that rose up on the other side of the galaxy. How sad.
Get rid of them.
Rip. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Now get over there. Okay. Guess what? We're going to have a dragon guard our planet killer. Meanwhile, guess what? You blow that up. And just call me when you're ready.
I don't want to see it anymore.
You see that planet? Yes, sir. I don't. Yes, sir.
I'd rather we didn't.
All these fleets are so weak, but if I let them split up, it's going to be a freaking chaos.
Yeah.
Oh no, and the resolution failed, so we can't make our pops migrate on their own.
No!
Alright, well guess what? You're definitely voting to make us a permanent seat on the council. I guess not. No one would support it, and we don't have the influence to vote for it. Alright, that's one fleet down. Keep going. Okay, hold on. Have the Bloody Feast come out to buffet and head them off. Oh, okay. Damn it. They came over here and they're starting to fight. Wait, what? How, wait, what? You just... Guys, stop that. Where did the 60k fleet go?
Wait, what?
They jumped in from the back and just... this is... So, here's the problem. I can't have us watch the very satisfying blow up of Fraction because there's a war on.
Damn it, we're busy being at war.
Yeah, go crush them, please. Okay, well, we're about to blow it up, but I don't know how... Like, I can't... There's too much stuff I have to keep track of.
Good old Blood Realm living in hindsight 2020, saying this is why Total War was a bad option.
I mean, a regular war would have been a bad option. I would still be losing systems. It's just now it costs a whole bunch more. Ah, here they're coming. They're coming in from the other side. Too late to save this system. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do.
Blow them all up. No planets for anyone.
Make it really slow. We'll probably get a notice when we blow up Fraction, because this is going to be the first populated planet we blow up. And this will give me enough time to, like, focus on just what the hell's going on. Don't fall back to space, Australia. Just stay here. This thing will be done repairing soon, right? One day. Now it's ours again. Wait, where'd the 60k fleet go? Oh, okay, so it's still jumped. So the 60k fleet is still probably trying to engage with the Fallen Empire. Who is where? Wait, did our trade deal with you guys end? It didn't. So where is your fleet? It didn't get destroyed. No way it got blown up.
A study has been completed.
Alright, hold on. Are you firing your laser yet? No? Okay, call me when you're ready. Any day now, hon.
Still warming up.
Okay, go over to Spawn Stars. You go over to Bloody Feast. Where are they jumping? Actually, I don't want to have you guys, like, cross over at the wrong time. So if they're going to jump, just wait there. Destroy them when they get out. Firing your laser yet? No? Okay, take your time. Okay, you guys repair. High Wind Fleet, go up here. Wait, where are you... Can you make up your mind on where you want this fleet to go? Okay, then don't go there.
They're just following
the worst part, the thing is, they're gonna just blow past. They're not gonna come down to Snitties. They're gonna go down and try and destroy the Colossus.
They have bigger fish to fry.
Okay, man, maybe okay, this is too slow now. Just waiting for something to happen.
Blow it up, damn it!
Hurry up! We have some things to do. Oh, okay, so they are going for Snitties. Color me surprised. That's going to be a hard fight for them. Because I've got 2 fleets and a starbase ready to fight back. Well, granted, the starbase isn't in best shape. No, but unfortunately, this is going to be a costly battle for me, even if I win. Also, where is your fucking fleet? Why is your fleet power equivalent to mine? That's disturbing.
Where are you hiding it?
Their fleet power is equivalent to mine, and they had a 200,000 fleet power fleet. Where did that go if they are now equivalent with me? Did it really get destroyed? Oh, yeah, they're right there. Yep. I think they got them pinned in the system without shields. Because that's almost 100k fleet power right there. So thanks a lot, guys. You wanted a total war. Well, now we're totally fucked. And it's not even destroyed a planet yet.
Just taking its time.
Go over there. Stop this from happening. Okay, now go. Do not let them take the local Texan system. Do not. Merge those fleets, though, because that's going to get annoying to order around.
Personal.
Okay, well, they're here. Blowing up that oh, yep, there it goes. They blow up the planet. At least you get to see it explode. See, done. Alright, well, now we can go at normal speed. That was fun. Yay! Dead planet. Just imagine what you saw with Heifeng 2B, and that's what happened here. Oh, did they turn around? They're just sitting there. What are they waiting for? Well, that's going to be an awkward standoff. Oh, now they've engaged. Or... Are you asserting dominance? What are you doing?
Menacingly.
Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened here? Oh, it was the League's fleets. They came down here. Yeah, go follow them. They're trapped now, at least. Their only choice is to either go further in the dead end or go back to Buffet. Oh no, we lost Vamptor. And the linebackers of the dead are not ready to defend Space Australia. Alright, you know what? It's 9 o'clock. You guys got your planet destruction. I think we're going to have to pause it at this very tense moment. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and... let's see. Control F9. Oh, it's harder to see when it's like that, but... There's your standoff. Your Galactic Standoff.
You could hear a pin drop for 1,000,000 planets.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Vamps in Space. Oh. I let you guys peer pressure me into the worst kinds of decisions. But hey, at least we don't have to worry about maybe the game going on too much longer. So the Eternal Empire, in their hubris, stepped just a bit too far, a bit too soon.
Our flame burns wildly. No one says anything that German ingenuity can't stop.
All right.
We can do it.
Well, let's see where you guys can end up this evening. We've got... You know what? So we're actually getting ready to do a whole Civilization Wars thing for Team 4-Star. And Nick has been practicing on his own channel. So let's send you guys over to Nick.
He's been building up his Civ chaps.
Yeah. Hopefully not enough to get up to your level, Grant. I don't know if he's up to mine.
If they don't tweak the, what do you call them? Monopolies and industry stuff that they added recently. That stuff is broken and you can win games super fast, and I'm learning how to optimize that shit. So
can you send me some notes? Just we gotta unite against Nick. We gotta start the perfidity now.
Oh boy, it's already starting.
All right.
Alliances.
Well, while Grant teaches me how not to suck at Civ, I'll send you guys over to Nick. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.